Want to know the secret places women love to be touched that most men completely overlook? Touch is powerful. When done right, it can create a deep, unforgettable connection. In today's video, I'll reveal 12 spots women crave attention on and guide you on when and how to touch each one to spark chemistry instantly. All right, let's talk about one of the most powerful ways to connect with a woman: touch. Now, I'm not just talking about any kind of touch, but specific types and areas that, when done right, can make her feel deeply connected to you. Each spot I'll share with you is something that can show her your care and understanding. Let's break down exactly what makes these 12 places so special and how a simple touch can communicate warmth, safety, and attraction. So the first place I want to talk about is her hair. You might be wondering why something as simple as hair can be important, but believe me, there's more to it than meets the eye. Running your fingers through her hair gently sends a message that's comforting and reassuring. It shows her you're present in the moment, and it's something that she can feel even in a casual setting. Picture this: you're sitting next to each other on the couch, maybe watching a movie, and your hand casually goes up to her hair. You start to play with it softly, and it just shows her that you're comfortable with her. Hair touching can be subtle, and it's something that a lot of men overlook. It's often an automatic thing, but if you're intentional about it, it can become a very meaningful gesture. Now, moving from the hair, let's talk about the scalp. Yes, the scalp. Think about it. When was the last time you had someone give you a gentle scalp massage? It's relaxing, isn't it? That's because the scalp is full of nerve endings that respond well to touch. If she's feeling stressed or had a long day, giving her a gentle scalp massage can help her relax almost instantly. All it takes is a few minutes of lightly rubbing the top of her head, focusing on small circles. She'll notice how much effort you're putting in to make her feel calm, and that small gesture can be incredibly meaningful. All right, now on to something that's often forgotten: her ears. The ears are an incredibly sensitive area, and just for hearing. Touching her ear gently or even whispering something close to her ear can create a connection that's both emotional and physical. Try softly running a finger along the outer edge of her ear, or give a light kiss just near her earlobe. This area is especially responsive, so a gentle touch here can be both comforting and a bit playful. Ears have a way of feeling very intimate, so when you show this attention, it communicates that you're invested in making her feel special. Next up is one that you've probably seen in every romantic scene: the neck. The neck is a well-known sensitive area, but there's a reason it's so popular. When you gently touch the back of her neck, it can create a feeling of security and intimacy. A soft kiss on the neck, or even a light graze of your fingers along the back, can set the mood without saying a single word. It's both a romantic and reassuring gesture that lets her know you're right there with her. The neck is unique because it can be sensual or comforting, depending on the context. So if you're close and feel that moment of connection, don't overlook the neck. And then we have the upper back. Now, this one might not seem as obvious, but it's a highly underrated area to touch. The upper back can be a relaxing place to massage, especially if she's been working all day or feels tense. Offering her a back rub, even just a simple one, is a way of taking care of her needs and showing empathy. She'll appreciate the effort you're putting into making her feel at ease, and you're showing that you're there to support her. This area also tends to be hard for her to reach herself, which makes it extra thoughtful when you offer to help. Now let's get into the arms. Arms are usually one of the first places a man might touch when he's interested in someone. A light touch on her arm while you're in conversation can make her feel seen and understood. Touching her arm, even briefly, is a signal of connection. This is something you can do almost naturally, like when she's telling a story and you're reacting to something she says. You're showing that you're engaged with her and paying attention. It might feel small, but the arms can be a very powerful touch point when used with the right intention. And of course, there's her hands. Holding hands is classic for a reason. There's a sense of closeness and safety that comes with holding someone's hand. Walking side by side, hand in hand, she feels connected to you, almost as if it's just the two of you in your own little world. Her hands are full of receptors, so even a gentle touch can feel meaningful. You can even give her a light hand massage, focusing on her palms or fingers, especially if she's feeling anxious. It's these small, thoughtful touches that help to build a strong bond over time. Speaking of places that might surprise you, let's talk about her wrists. The wrists are delicate, which gives them a certain vulnerability. Gently brushing your fingers along her wrist or lightly holding it when she's talking can feel very personal. This area is full of sensitive spots, and showing attention to it can make her feel noticed in a different way. Just remember to be gentle. The wrists aren't an area you want to hold tightly. A light touch will do the trick and let her feel that sense of closeness. Moving on, let's talk about her lips. Lips are often associated with kissing, but a light touch, perhaps tracing your finger near them, can be just as powerful. The lips are one of the most sensitive areas, and a soft touch here can build intimacy without any words. It's subtle and adds an element of anticipation. By lightly touching her lips, you're showing her that you're fully present in the moment, and it can be a beautiful way to show affection. Next is an area that's a bit more private, her inner thighs. This area is deeply intimate and requires a sense of trust and comfort. When you're both close and comfortable, a gentle touch on her inner thigh can create an undeniable connection. It's best reserved for moments when the two of you are alone, sharing a meaningful experience. This touch communicates closeness, and when done respectfully, it can show her that you're deeply attuned to her. Now, this one might catch you off guard. Her knees. Yes, the knees. A simple touch on her knee, especially if she's feeling anxious or uncertain, can offer reassurance. It's a way of saying, "I'm here for you." You can place your hand on her knee gently when you're sitting close together, perhaps in a moment when she needs support. It's a surprising but meaningful area to touch, and she'll appreciate the sense of care it provides. Then we come to her waist. The waist is uniquely feminine, and many women love it when a man lightly holds them there. A gentle hold around her waist shows a combination of appreciation and respect. It's almost as if you're guiding her and expressing admiration at the same time. Women often choose clothing that highlights their waist, and this can be a subtle way of encouraging you to notice it. Holding her waist while walking or pulling her in close can be a comforting and secure gesture. Finally, let's talk about her face. The face is perhaps the most personal area to touch. If she allows you to touch her face, it's because she trusts you deeply. Start with a gentle touch on her cheek, perhaps brushing a strand of hair back. A simple, tender touch on the face communicates closeness and shows her that you respect her boundaries. She'll feel incredibly connected to you because touching her face is like touching her heart.